don't have a lot of time to dedicate to this hunt, so we're doing a day trip today. Maybe next week I'll have one more day if we don't get it done today, but with how little time I have dedicated to this hunt, I'm not going to be picky. I can shoot any white-tailed deer. So if we see a big doe, I'll take a big doe just to get some meat in the freezer, because deer meat's running low. So I'll go watch on with me. I got my cameraman Chris behind me, or behind the camera, and we're hiking up to this little vantage point, and up there it should just open up to a bunch of clear cuts. We don't know what to expect. None of us have been here before, so we're hiking in the dark, planning to sit there in the dark, and so as the sun comes up, hopefully we can pick off some deer in the clear cuts. It's your turn.
Make it happen.
It's your turn to talk. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna not miss. So we still have about an hour left of dark, but we're gonna hike in there, and just if we get there early, that's better than being late.
The sun is coming up right behind me over here, which is not the most ideal, because that ridge that you see in the background right there, that's where I'm hoping that we're going to see some deer. So if the sun rises right there, I'm going to be looking straight into the sun through the scope. But we'll work with it. If we see a deer there, that's already a plus. There's that ridge, which is close. It's like sub 500 yards. And then if you turn back more towards where I'm facing, there's a lot of open clear cut. It's a lot farther, but then this road that we hiked in on essentially makes a big loop onto that side anyway, so everything in this little draw or drainage here is accessible by just walking the road. It's quite a hike to hike around, but it's doable. So light's picking up, and you can somewhat see through the bino, so we're posted up, we're sitting on top of a knob, and we're just gonna glass, see if we can't pick out any deer. There are some deer sign. We jumped a deer in the dark coming up here, so we know they're around. We were sitting there glassing. I spotted 2 deer way across, but that was before it was good light, so I didn't put the spotter on them. Wachong hiked back where we came from quite a bit of ways, and then he came back. He said he spotted 2 deer feeding, so left the packs, just taking the rifle. Gonna go over here and see if we can't see what's up. Still see him. Where were they? They're like on that far one.
Yeah, this far one. Somewhere like in the middle.
Okay. We came back, relocated them. Oh, there's 3. It's the spikes on the left. There's like a 2x2 or 3x3. They're all bucks, 3 bucks. I'll take one of them. Alright, I'm gonna go find a spot to set up. You wanna stay on the spotter?
Yeah.
Okay. They're behind the tree. The one on the right is sparring with another one. arrange that. It's all butts. There's a 2x2. I'm gonna take the 2-point. Are you on him? Yeah. He's facing away, right? Yeah. He's to the left of that tree. Yeah. Okay. Whenever he gives me a shot. What? Yeah, but there's a tree in the way. Is he behind the bush? He's behind the bushes, right? I just need him to step out. Yeah, you guys could come down here. Where'd he go? He's behind the... You still see him? His two buddies went this way, right? Are you in that clearing? Yeah. Okay. So if he walks in the clearing, you're good, right? I know, but if he's coming back. Okay. Right. Yeah, I see him. I don't have a shot. He's gonna clear that tree. I don't have a shot from down here. I need him to come back. It is cold. I had to put my buffy on. But I'm set up on this stuff, which is a pretty good rest. He's like 420-ish yards. He's moving back and forth, but he's behind some brush or behind a tree for me right now. Chris and Wachong are up above me on the road, so they have a better visual. But I need this buck to walk into that clearing to the left for me to have a shot. I'm all dialed and ready to go. You guys still see him? Huh? Down to the right side. Okay. I'm ready if your walk's not clearing.
You guys are good out clearing, right? Hmm? There might be more deer on that side. Huh? There might be a bigger buck.
I'm gonna shoot the floor key, but he walked up and over. I think he crested the ridge. He go up and over. Okay.
We don't know where the two spikes went, but we know that 3x3 crested over the ridge, and he's backtracking the way we came in, which he's right below the road. And if I really wanted him, I would just take the road back and get on top of him. Might have a shot that way, but it's one of those situations where if it was meant to be, it would have happened. If it wasn't, then I was gonna let him walk. We still got a lot of country to class, so we're gonna head back over to our packs here.
I spotted him, but we're gonna go down this ridge, just close a little bit of distance. He's like 475, but if we can get down to this ridge, it'll probably be sub 400. They have no idea, so why not close the distance when you can? that broadside. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot that spike. That's the bigger one, right? That spike has been standing there forever. And like I said, we don't have much time. So I'm gonna get ready to set up and take them.
Is he ready? Good? Oh, now he's walking. He's walking. Whenever he stops broadside. Matt! Good?
Yeah.
Get him.
Drilled it.
Hit him. Good shot?
Yeah, looks like a good shot.
Oh, he's right there.
I
Spot.
see him.
Going on.
I don't see him coming out.
Oh, there's a second one.
You guys see what happened?
Huh?
You guys see what happened to him?
Yeah.
Drilled.
I saw him kicking behind the brush or the trees, but I don't see him anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is over.
There's a spike.
Boom. That guy wants me too.
Good shot, Chris?
Yeah, it looks good. Maybe
Okay.
a little bit forward, but looks good.
Okay.
That was a good shot.
Like shoulder.
Yeah, definitely.
We might be down, boys.
Might be down.
Let's see what that spike does. I wanted that 3x3, but I have a feeling he was the one that was blowing at us.
Yeah.
And so I was like, as soon as I heard him blowing, I was like, he's out. I'm just gonna stay on here just in case.
Was he blowing right below us or on the other side?
No, he was right below us. I saw his tail right there in that second divot. I saw him go like this. I thought he was gonna pop back out, but I guess he might have just cut over that little draw. Yeah, I think he did. I didn't realize he was even quartering to. I thought he was full broadside. So yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense with how he was angled. I think he's dead. Yeah, that's a dead deer. At least I hope so. We just dropped down. We originally spotted him up the ridge. Came down here. That spike was just standing broadside in the wide open. He might have saw us. I don't know. We kind of just slowly crept our way down in the shadows. We were skyline at one point, but when we were skyline, we were just moving very slow. Man, like this is a really fun hunt. I wish I just would have had more time in my season, but I just don't have time with my schedule to dedicate any more days for this particular hunt other than today, and maybe one more day on the weekday if I push my schedule. But with that said, I was like, I just need to put some deer meat in the freezer. So I came out here, not picky. I was gonna shoot a doe, but and good Lord just said, here's $3, choose one. And so we saw a nice 3x3. He was sparring with the spike, and there was two spikes. There was the 3x3. I wanted to shoot that 3x3, but he just made the right decision. He was like, if I go right, I survive. If I go left, I die. So he went right, and he survived. And then we lost sight of the spikes. We lost sight of the 2-point, because the 2-point crested over. The 2 spikes dropped down into the draw between us and them. And then we didn't see anything, so we ran all the way back, or hiked all the way back to our original glassing point. Sat there for a little bit, no deer. Wachong's like, I'm just gonna go back and look at these deer again if I can find them. He gets over here, texts Chris, I got deer. And I'm like, okay, we'll go take a look. And so we came back over, it's the 2 spikes. And then as we were working down to close the distance, I think the 3x3 was right below us, and it started blowing, and then it took off. Never saw it. I saw the rump at one point, and then the spike was still just standing there. So I was like, we leave to deer camp tomorrow. I ain't got much time. Use today, the rest of today, to go and process the meat. And this is the most tender kind of meat. And so when I shot, I didn't realize he was like somewhat like turned into me. I thought he was just full broadside, so I put it pretty tight on his shoulder, so it looked like I hit him a little forward, but I think that's still vitals. So I shot him, he ran up a little bit, and then like he was clearly kicking around, and then he ran back left, and then I last saw him like kicking around, flailing around behind the trees, and I haven't seen him since. So we might have ourselves a beautiful spike on the ground, some fresh meat. We're just sitting here waiting, giving it some time just to make sure he's dead, and then gonna hike back up, grab the packs, head down there, hopefully lay our hands on him. We are now approaching the clearing where that 3x3 crested over. The buck that I shot shouldn't be too far down, as long as it is dead. He was right here, right? Yeah, he crested right here. He was behind this bush, which is why I couldn't shoot him, because you saw him right by this tree. I still shoot him one down lower. He was somewhere right here, right? I shot him right here, or did I shoot him down farther? Is that, because we shot and he ran back like this, right? Woo! Thank you, Mr. Deer. What a beautiful deer. He didn't make it that far. He's exactly where we last saw him.
2x1.
He's actually got a very big body. Good work, team.
Huh?
Good spotting. Good filming.
Boom.
Now we gotta go eat some fresh, tender deer meat. That's so awesome. God is good. God provides. We were up on that ridge up there, shot him down here, and he ran up, and then he circled here, and I saw him like last flailing around here somewhat, and then yeah, this is exactly where he lay. I thought it was him, and then I came over, I was like, that looks like a rock. And then you guys said, oh, there's blood. I was like, oh, maybe that is him. I should go check it. Sure enough, it's him. Oh man, I'm stoked with him, man. I am actually so thankful for him. Oh yeah. He just like crash ran. Yeah, exits a little forward, but that's a lethal shot. For a spike, he's honestly got a pretty big body. Like,
This guy's a future.
what? Well, he's future backstrap meat. That's awesome. You could tell he's like slowly starting his winter coat. He's still got some summer coat down low. And yeah, his shoulder's broken. That's why his leg is so... Oh yeah, his shoulder's toast. Awesome. The deer are so cool, man. This is my beast. And it's my first deer for the season. This is what I'm shooting this year, or at least for deer. This is my Savage 110 Ultralight, but modified it, took off the stock and put on the MDT Hunt 26 chassis. And then I have a suppressor on here. This is the Aero Precision Lahar 30. And I have it topped with a Vortex Razor LHT 3-15x50. So I'm shooting the Federal Terminal Ascent 130 grain, and again, this is a 6.5 PRC, which I think is a perfect deer cartridge, which it did the job. So take some photos here, cherish the moment, and then get him processed, and then go cook him up. So here's a fun fact for those of you who don't know me. This right here is a allergy pill, and I am allergic to deer and elk and any furry animal, because that protein in the dead animal skin cells, it irritates my nose, allergies. So every time I shoot a deer, the first thing I do is I pop an allergy pill. So you guys can see this dark line right here, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna start here, and you never want to go like this. You want to follow his hair because his hair's pointing like this. If you go the other way, you're gonna cut a bunch of hair. So you want to just go along with the hair, and then cut. And then once you guys cut over here, then you guys come down the middle right here, and then one person can
Just
start
start
doing like this, and then the other one can peel that side. And then we'll take off. Once we have the hide off, then we can go in and cut the shoulder off, get the rib meat, back strap, etc. Grab everything we need, and then we'll flip them. Because once we have everything, all the meat gone on this side, it doesn't matter if it gets dirty because we don't need anything else because we already took it. And then we can flip them, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. These two dudes have been talking to me about wanting to do a backcountry mule deer hunt. And so I told them, like, we can do one next year, but I got to see where you guys are at this year first. So we're doing it easy. We're just doing a day hunt from the truck. Shot this deer, and I letting them process the deer, like break the deer down in the field. I'm just gonna tell them what to do, show them a little bit of how to do it, and then I'm gonna let them do it. That way they can build their own experience, how they can process their own deer in the field. We are done field processing the deer. Took as much as we can. His shoulders were a little bit of a interesting piece because the bullet blew through both shoulders, so we lost some meat to bloodshot. The two dudes are packing out my deer. I don't have a single ounce of meat other than this right here. This is the stomach in a Ziploc bag because tripe is good. So I'm packing out the stomach and I'm packing out my head. They've got the rest of the meat. We're gonna load up here, head back to the truck, go cook this bad boy up.
Light work.
I love having pack mules. Okay, we have got a fire going, and the point of the fire is we're gonna cook with the fire. So throw a bunch of logs in there to make a giant coal base. I've thrown some sweet potatoes / yams in the coals, and then we're gonna cook right on top of a rock because I didn't bring any cooking ware. So what I have here is I have back strap. This is an entire back strap. I just cut into smaller manageable pieces. So this is the back strap, which is the muscles that run along the spine. And these are some of the best cuts because they're tender. There's not a lot of sinew or anything that's super chewy. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get rid of all this white stuff, which the white stuff here is fat and it's also silver skin. Silver skin can be a little bit chewy. And so I'm gonna take my time here to get rid of all this stuff, and so that we just have pure red meat for the most part. I don't think the rock's big enough.
I didn't know it's not gonna stick to the rock.
You can manhandle it.
Beautiful. Nice and toasty. Hey, Chris, in 1 minute, look at what?
Cooking over the fire, back strap. It's been kind of hard to get the meat to turn because the fire is hot. Some back strap, so it's a little bit on the more well done side, but still moist, more tender. Some A1 sauce. or just bite it and chew it. Rip it.
I was gonna share it with you guys.
Don't worry, we got plenty to go around. Bro, that is so good.
Okay.
Still think A1 is sour? Still think A1 is
It
sour?
is sour.
It's good though.
It's fire. We also have potatoes and sweet corn on the fire.
Do you have
We just got done eating one entire backstrap with a potato, sweet potato, and some corn. It is so good, and we're still hungry, so I went and grabbed the tenderloins, threw the tenderloins as a bonus because we were just starving. So we're gonna eat this, fill our bellies, enjoy just each other's company here. On to the next hunt. Really appreciate you guys watching. Again, this was just a bonsai single day hunt for this tag. Other than today, I don't think I would have had another day to do this hunt. So I just took what was given to us and made it count. So appreciate you guys watching. See you on the next one.